Okay, we're going to go ahead and kick off our availabilities this morning at Bristol Motor Speedway. We are now joined by AJ Allmendinger, driver of the number 47 Bush's Grill and Bean Chevrolet. AJ, I understand you have a sponsorship announcement for us. Why don't you tell us about the news happening over at JTG Daugherty Racing?
Yeah, for us, and especially Tad and Jody Geschichter, Brad Daugherty, Tad has worked really hard to keep building our sponsors. And, obviously earlier this year we announced Kroger, and just here to announce that Bush's Beans is coming back for a multi-year deal. They've been with the company for over a decade. It's one of the best sponsors we have, especially when it comes to being family-oriented. They've been a family-oriented company for, I think, almost 107 years now. So just to be able to announce that for another multi-year deal with them, and especially in this day and age of sponsorship and continually keep trying to find sponsors, to have such great partners like we do, and to have them be pumped up about our race team and come back for more years and hopefully a lot of great years to come. It's great for us.
All right, and then AJ, 3 races to go until the chase for the Sprint Cup. Talk a little bit about expectations this weekend and being here at Bristol.
Yeah, this place is it's a tough place. I've had some really good runs here. The spring race, we were inside the top 10 with about 8 to go when I got wrecked. So, I think we can come here and give ourselves a chance to run well. I look at Richmond as another place that we ran well at and maybe have a chance to steal one. And Darlington's a place that you never know what can happen there. So it's just all about trying to get better. We've had a tough year for sure. We've had a lot of bad luck. But, all it takes is one race to change everything around, and that's what we're going to try to do.
We'll go ahead and open it up to questions. Please state your name and affiliation. We'll start up here with Mike.
Can you hear me?
I got you now.
Mike Embry, USA Today. Considering your situation, if you're in the top 8 or 10 with 10, 20 laps to go here, do you take more chances, be bolder, do something weird to try to get that win?
Yeah, it's in the position that we're in. Obviously, if the opportunity's there to go steal one or at least give yourself a shot to go win it, we're going to do that for sure. But you got to look at every situation and look at what you can really gain and what you can lose. I feel like no matter what happens, we're out there trying to just get better, get as high in points as we can, and just build some momentum going into next year. And I'm sure a lot of people can say this, but the ups and downs that we've had this year, it seems like when we've run well, something's happened, and when you're running bad, you wish something would happen, and it doesn't. So it's just the way it is, and it gives us a chance to try new stuff, try some new setups. Michigan last week, we tried a different direction, and it didn't work, but we learned a lot. But, yeah, definitely these next 3 races, I think it lends itself at all 3 different tracks where if there's something strange you can do to get up front with, with a certain number of laps left, you're going to try it.
Additional questions for AJ? We'll go over to Claire.
Claire B. Lang, Sirius XM NASCAR Radio. When you're talking about trying some things or making them happen, how much when you get to a place like Bristol and people are desperate, could you go that much farther?
Yeah, we've seen it many years here, especially just in general, the short tracks. There's more opportunity to take risks. There's also opportunities to pay people back if they need to be paid back, stuff like that. We've seen it, a lot of this, especially now with running around the top. It depends on where you start. If you start on the outside or inside, you dictate your pit stops by where you might come out, maybe staying out to restart on the outside line. So that's what's really unique about Bristol right now is you just got to go out there and look at every situation and look at a lot of it about where you're going to start and who may stay out with you, just stuff like that. But, we'll see it Saturday night. People are going to be desperate, and they're going to be taking chances, and they're probably going to be driving hard. I think you're going to see a mix of guys, say like a Kevin Harvick or obviously Kyle's inside the top top 30. He doesn't want to lose that, but a guy that's really fast around here, they're just going for the win no matter what because it's bonus points to them. You know, I see guys like a Paul Menard or Ryan Newman, those guys kind of right on the edge that maybe be trying to play it safe, and then guys like Casey Kane, Clint, all of us on back that need to probably win a race to get in. So it'll be a fun night.
We'll go to Lee Spencer.
LeeSpencerMotorsport.com. You've run better here at night in the August race than you have during the spring, and you've shown a lot of strength at Dover as well. Somehow do the, small type of, round cement tracks play into your hand?
I mean, I think I just I got a better feel of what I want in practice around a place like this or, those types of places. It's like that for every driver. You have the tracks that you really enjoy and you've really got more than anything a better feel of to go out there and say, this is what I want to feel in practice, and I'm not going to get off of that until I feel it. And say like a place like, Texas or something where we haven't been as good at times, it's tough to try to figure out what that feel is, and you're always searching, kind of like we did last week. We hadn't been very good at Michigan. I thought it was a better feel in practice. Turned out in the race it wasn't as good. So that's stuff right now that even though we're trying to win races, we're also trying to learn and figure out what that feel is. But these shorter tracks and obviously the road courses is a place that I've always enjoyed, and I feel like for me, I know what the car needs to feel like to go out there and contend and be up front.
Any final questions for AJ? All right, AJ, thanks for joining us today.